Okay, welcome back. So Marathon Digital update today. Stock is down 8.5%, and here are the levels I'm watching for this stock. So in the morning, chopping around, it was slightly gapping down and flushed down. Stock is officially below $20 level I was watching, and below 1860, which is another support level I was watching for the stock. And now if we just go back to the moving averages, let me pull up everything. You can see on my chart, this is a daily chart, and you can see, well, blue line 20-day moving average, yellow is 50-day, gray is 5-day moving average. This red line right here is 200-day moving average. We talked about this level many times. And here's one thing you want to look at it, and we talked about this one as well. Out of how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 trading sessions. Only 2 days were green, and every other day it's been pretty much selling. And also, I looked at the short volume actually. Let's take a look. And I was talking about this one as well. So even before, like as soon as these like short flow volumes dropped from 27th, 28th, I think that was the highest volumes, and then it dropped like to 30s, 40s, and I was telling them, hey guys, this is not short sellers, it's basically them trying to dump their shares. So still at these levels, I mean, there are of course 40% of the float, volume, yesterday's volume. Again, this data is not all volume, but just from the exchanges who reported. But I can easily judge by this as well, and just to get an overall idea of like how highly shorted certain stock is or not. I'll show you SoundHound in a bit where it's really highly shorted, and that's why fees are very high as well, and there are less and less shorts available to short. So another thing I wanted to show is this chart, which is when it comes to options, there's something called maximum pain, which is for this week, March 18th, March 15th, for Mara, $19. What does it mean? It means you can see on the right hand side right here, we have all the call open interest, and we have put open interest. And you can see there are definitely a lot more calls are about to expire compared to puts. And what happens when stock closes at this level, 19? Well, most of the call buyers and most of the put buyers will lose money, because you can see this is the area where market makers take the least hit, and they walk away with the most gains, because they're the ones selling and buying your contracts. And I hope it makes sense. And another thing, let's take a look at the option activity here. Well, I was looking at a lot of flow every single day, and it wasn't making sense, or I wasn't getting how so many calls were being traded. And now it completely makes sense, because all of those calls that were coming in, they were basically sells. One example, I was just following one contract right here in the morning, where somebody, let's pay attention to here. This is this week's 2150 call. This week's. Somebody came in right here, this Monday, sold all these premiums. You can see right here, tens of thousands. But for me, it's like around like 40K contracts. They collected premium right here by selling $2. And in the morning today, when premium dropped to like 4 cents, 2 cents, and they came in, bought it right back. Why? Because they already captured 90 something % gains, and that's it. They're just walking away. So, and there are many more strikes. And when you follow the on the chart volume and open interest and track it every single day, you will understand it. But for me, Mara right here, right now, I mean, it can definitely close around these levels, 1850-ish, but it can also very well maybe considering yields going up today. If you go take a look at the, I follow TNX, which is 10-year treasury yields. As soon as these, yields go up, small caps and rate sensitive stocks take a hit. Particularly today, I was watching solar names that are taking hit because they're very rate sensitive, and I was comfortable taking that trade. So same thing with Mara and every other name that is not profitable. The higher the interest rates stay, the worse it is for small caps, and they're not gonna like it. A lot of people were saying that okay, there's gonna be 3, 4, 5 rate cuts. Looks like there may not be any rate cuts until December. So, or maybe at all any rate cuts. So these stocks don't like it. But in Mara's case, I mean, mostly it's just no matter what BTC was doing, it was basically dilution, right? And we knew that as soon as BTC tries to slip, it would hit those stocks, minor stocks, which are all of them basically down more than 5% today so far, since it has been only 2 hours since market opened. They're all down. So that's the level for Mara. That's what I'm watching. And I'm not saying that the stock cannot go up in the future, but it's just gonna take time for the stock to digest. I mean, in this drop right here, it didn't take too much time to go right back up. It didn't take too much of a digestion like this, right? And it went right back up into the supply. Well, there were a lot of people who were trapped in this level of 28.30, and some people broke even, they got out, and it created more people who got trapped in this zone. So it's gonna take a lot of time to fight it through. At least, I don't know, I'm not gonna give any numbers, but this is now a solid resistance going forward in the future. So we'll see what BTC does, but if it flies over 100K, maybe it will be easier, but I don't know. So that's the update for Mara. Not a financial advice, purely for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only. Hope you guys doing well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.